with Alek Manoah. We saw a really cool moment last week in the final out of the World Baseball Classic where Shohei Ohtani went up against Mike Trout. And it was just a magical scene. Teammates, Ohtani being who he is, Trout being who he is. If you put yourself in the position of Shohei Ohtani, you're on the mound. Which teammate would you want to go up against in a situation like that?
I gotta say Bo. Just because I know Bo's competitive level, and I know he's going to be giving it his all, going up against me, and not caring that we're teammates, and I'm going to be doing the same thing, so that's why I think it'll be a great battle, and hopefully it ends the same way Shohei and Trout ended.
Yeah, you throw a nasty slider and make sure that he's swinging and missing. I mean, that doesn't happen too often, right? Like, how would you challenge Bichette? Would you step up first pitch like Ohtani did and just say smoke? Like, you go hit it if you can hit it.
I don't know. I've watched him a lot over time, and he's a tough out. He's a really balanced hitter, and he's got a great two-strike approach, and he can drive the ball to all parts of the field. So. Just glad I don't have to face him right now, and definitely not giving no tips on how to get him out either.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've always been curious about that. How much the batters lean on the pitchers, and the pitchers lean on the batters. Like you're talking about your pre-scout. You're sitting there with Schneider. You're sitting there with Pete Walker, going for dinners with the pitchers and going back and forth with the pitchers and the catchers. But how often might you lean on a Bichette or a Vladdy or a Biggio or a Springer, et cetera? And vice versa, how often might the hitters on your team come to you and say, "What are you seeing here?" And maybe how can I attack somebody?
Yeah, that happens a ton, and everybody on this team loves baseball, and like I said before, we're all great friends, and we're all always hanging out and stuff like that, So those conversations tend to come up, a lot, and sometimes they come up without even really realizing, that we're helping each other, but. Next thing you know, you're kind of talking to Bo about, how I would pitch him and what I think certain pitchers are seeing. And he's kind of giving me feedback from him playing shortstop. Like, hey, I think some of these guys are looking at this, and then I think just the conversations of hearing hitters' perspectives on, hearing him about, how he had an at-bat against this guy or this or that. And just kind of getting into the mind of a really great hitter, I think is amazing, So, just being able to talk shop, talk baseball, and, kick it with all these guys, it makes us all better.